Ashland, Oregon has to be one of the nicest towns to live here in Southern Oregon. But there are some things that you need to know before moving to Ashland. What's up? Brad here with the Armstrong Realty Group, helping make your relocation goals come true. So if you're considering moving here, make sure you reach out. All my contact information is down below. But on this video, we're gonna be talking about the 10 things that you need to know before moving to Ashland. Make sure you stick around to the very end because I do have a pro tip for you if you are considering moving here. The very first thing that we're gonna wanna talk about is the fact that Ashland is very, very different compared to the rest of Southern Oregon, or even majority of Oregon, to be honest with you. Ashland tends to be a little bit more liberal and progressive compared to, say, like Medford or the surrounding areas, which tend to be a little bit more conservative. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just letting you know that way if it's something that either you are trying to get away from or something that you just don't really want to be a part of that kind of community. Ashland probably not going to be the best pick for you. You're going to want to pick another town. The next thing we're going to talk about is the entertainment. The entertainment in Ashland is top notch. It is much, much better than anywhere else here in the Southern Oregon area. I mean, it just totally takes a dump on anything that Medford has going on. Between the Shakespeare Festival, the film festival, the restaurants, the nightclubs, the bars, the whole nightlife scene, everything in general there's just a lot more stuff to do in Ashland compared to Medford or some of the other smaller towns. So if you're into, having fun, Ashland probably is a good choice for you. I do have a little bonus one for you though, and that is the deer. The deer in Ashland are strange. They are very humanly. If you've ever seen the show Toothless, it's kind of like that. It's like that kid, except it's more deer than human, but they use the crosswalks. They travel in packs. They're like a gang, and they will surround your vehicle and not let you in when you're getting out of class. I know this because it happened to my wife, and they're not scared of humans. You can walk up on them and they will not take off. So know that you're probably gonna see some deers walking down the crosswalks, maybe sitting down at a restaurant, having a nice little meal with their family, spend a little dough. No? Okay, I tried. Dad jokes. Number 3 is going to be that Ashland is extremely, and when I say extremely, it is probably the most expensive area to live here in Southern Oregon. Jacksonville might give it a run for its money as one of the most expensive areas to live here in Southern Oregon. So if you're trying to ball on a budget, you're gonna wanna probably head somewhere else. Number 4 is, it is mostly a tourist town. Ashland is actually very, very small. Population is only about 20,000 people, as where like Medford is about 4 times that. It may not seem that way though because of tourist season, when the Shakespeare Festival and all that stuff is going on, and college. There's a lot of extra people in town, but overall, small town. Number 5 is, it is great. It is a great town for raising a family. Between the good schools, the low crime rate, the small town feel, the great parks, it's a very well kept town, just great for raising a family. So if you are moving up here with kids, if you can afford it, Ashland might be a good choice for you. Number 6 is going to be, it is very easy to get around between the low traffic because not really any population, so not a whole lot of cars on the road driving around. It's very rare to run into a lot of traffic there. So if you're moving up here from, say, LA or down from Portland, the traffic is going to be mind-blowing, just right, because it's not gonna be non-existent. You're gonna be like, wow. And I will be honest with you, people will still complain about it though, because that's what we love to do here in Oregon, is complain about things that we even have that are good. Guilty myself. So aside from driving, you can also choose to walk, ride a bike. I mean, you can literally ride a bike from one end of Ashland to the other within 30 minutes. Maybe even less than that if you are Lance Armstrong. Pedal strong, y'all. Number 7 is going to be that it is a college town and retiree town for the most part. Ashland is home of Southern Oregon University, the only university here in Southern Oregon. You kind of get both ends of the spectrum where you have the younger crowd as well as you have a pretty big retiree community here. There's not a whole lot of job opportunities like that. So a lot of the people that are moving here are people who are retiring and want to retire and enjoy the beauty of Ashland in all its glory. Number 8 is going to be a big concern. I was actually been talking with someone that is moving up here from Carlsbad, and that is going to be fire season. The fire seasons here in Oregon, Southern Oregon, are terrible. And the way that the valley works is all the smoke sits here. I have only seen blue sky maybe 3 times in the past month and a half, 2 months. So it's pretty much just almost like overcast, hard to breathe. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pop up some air quality for you right here. So that's what it's like during the summertime, anywhere from like late July, usually through mid to late September, completely smoked out. It hasn't always been this way, but in the past probably 10 years, I'd say it has gotten significantly worse. So fire season, real. Don't blame me for not moving here just because of that. Number 9 is we don't pump our own gas. So if you're coming here from a state that does, that might be a big shock to you. Whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's debatable. If you're in a hurry, sometimes it does suck because you're waiting. But during the wintertime, I will say that it's nice not having to get out of your vehicle to pump your gas when it's like 14 degrees outside. Now, before we get to number 10, I do want to remind you that I do have a pro tip before moving here after that, so make sure you stick around for that. Number 10 is going to be that there is no sales tax here. So the price that you see on that price tag is what you're going to pay at the register, which is awesome. I mean, I've traveled to other states and stuff like that, but as far as like living in other states, I don't know what it's actually like to constantly pay sales tax. So can't really relate to you on that level, but it's nice knowing that what you see is what you're gonna pay. Now for the pro tip, you're gonna wanna call me. I've been helping people relocate all over Southern Oregon for over 5 years now. I've lived here my entire life, so we're talking 30 years. I know the area very, very well, and I would absolutely love to help in any way possible, whether you're just visiting, you just wanna get some ideas on some stuff to do, whatever it may be, reach out. All my contact information is down below, so I look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you check out this video here.